Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the series of The Journey 2020. We have known that many a times people have seen 2020 in a different frame of mind, in a different set with regards to their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual journeys, which affected their mind, body, spirit, finances, relationships, and all aspects of life. So today we have with us Dr. Vanishree, who is a pharmaceutical audit expert, and she's going to talk about how her journey has been. So welcome, Dr. Vanishree, on this talk show of the series The Journey 2020. It's a privilege to have you here, and I would like to hear from you. How has been your life in the pre-2020 times?
So, thanks a lot, Gurudi, for having me here. And it's really a pleasure to speak to you about, the whole aspect of whatever we have done over the years. And pre-2020 was kind of okay, it was going on, and I did have some work, and I was quite busy, but it was not much. And I had just started picking up my business also. There were some new projects that were coming in, and we were just ensuring that we were getting all those projects done. And my sons were doing their studies, so all that was kind of going on in its own usual manner. So nothing very special about what was happening before 2020. So that's all I can tell you. Like, even my husband's work was also the same way, he was busy working, and that's it. So nothing major, nothing special in the pre-2020 era.
Okay, so we all know that life has been more of a mundane. We were just going around life, things were happening, and that was what pre 2020 was. But then a huge new hustle happened in 2020, which caused a huge lot of disturbance in people's lives. So, was it a disturbance or was it something which we needed? Let's hear from her how her year 2020 was.
Well, yeah, I should tell you, my year 2020 was really very different. It was, it was initially I felt it was a little, it was a challenge that there was a pandemic, and everybody had to be contained within the home, which could not go out anywhere. So that was a bit of a challenge in the beginning, because I was finding it very difficult to sit at home or not do anything beyond work. And then we started our DSS sound bowl healing sessions. So that was one of the biggest things that was a boon. I can say it was not at all a bane, it was a boon for us, because then we started learning more about sound bowl healing. And along with that, I also my work started increasing. And my work became so much that I became very busy. Although it was 2020, I was sitting at home, but I was working continuously, and I was also doing all those soundball sessions, which were so good. Every session was very different, very nice, and it was a very, very big leap for me in terms of whatever we were doing and whatever we were learning. And I have already started putting all those exercises into place in my daily life now. And that is the biggest thing, that many times we learn so many things, but we are not able to implement them in our daily lives. It's because it becomes like something very big to implement. But the things that you taught us within those all those sessions, I'm able to put it into my daily life, and that is the biggest boon that I can think of, and that is a very great change for me in terms of all my things. One is work has also increased, of course, and my relationships with my children, relationships with my husband has really changed. And in fact, my husband used to be totally working earlier, but then now he is at home, and he is also we are able to interact with each other a lot more than what we were doing before. So all that is really, really, really wonderful. I can only say it has been a wonderful year. Although, yes, the pandemic has been a challenge, and a lot of people have had their challenges with the pandemic. for me, for me personally, it's been a very, very different year.
It's wonderful when we hear that, yes, the pandemic, which has created chaos in people's lives, there are also another sect of people who chose to be on a learner's mode. The learner's mode, which allowed them to see life with more clarity, raise their vibrations. And it was only because they rose their vibrations, they could reach and do things which they have wanted to do in life. In fact, everything from the universe started falling into them. As she mentioned, yes, the various sound bowl trainings, under sound bowl trainings, we had a lot of spiritual awakening trainings. Because when we talk about sound, it is more about all the spiritual aspects which we have to awaken. And it was really a wonderful time for me as well to conduct them with this beautiful tribe which came together and all of them doing beautifully in their life. I have seen them catapulting, reaching the trajectory of life where there is a big leap, as rightly mentioned by Vanishree, it was a leap in their lives. So the workshops which were done, I would really say it was a boon for me to be able to conduct it, and boon for my students and my participants who we are now as tribe who have seen the results. So we go on to the next question to ask her, what do you look forward to life and how has 2021 been? How has it welcomed you in the year as you were with this armored with this new knowledge and wisdom, which helped you reach the pinnacle of your work, your finances, your relationships, your health as well? So
Yeah.
yes, we would hear from you now.
Yeah, so as I already told you, the whole thing has changed a lot for me, and the way I do things also has become very different. And so, because of that, my health has also improved a lot. My leg, I used to have a lot of knee pain earlier, so that has reduced. And in fact, just to share with you, just before this interview, I did have a tummy ache, severe tummy ache. And then I just gave myself a G bowl for some time, and now the tummy ache is gone.
Wow, that's
So,
interesting. Yes.
so
Right.
in fact, I was thinking of whether to ask you to postpone this or not. And then I said, no, I will give myself the G board. Let me see how I'm feeling, and then I'll decide. And then it was like it is gone now, and I'm feeling great. So, in all aspects of my life, in fact, my health has improved. My relationships have always been great, but they've gone to a next level. My spirituality has actually awakened really, and I have actually started seeing things very differently. And so I can perceive or I can empathize with people without having to go into their activity. So I can actually empathize with them and cut myself off from whatever they are going through. So those are all the various aspects that I'm dealing with, Krudi, and that is all thanks to you and all thanks to all the workshops that we have done over the year. And 2020 has been great, and 2021 is, I look forward to a much bigger and much better 2021 than it would have been otherwise. So that's all thanks to you, Krudi.
So thank you so much. And it was, I can say, a pleasure to conduct these workshops. In fact, we were not open to having many people join these workshops. So it was basically very, very structured for the tribe. And soon we will be having new people joining in as well. And please log on to www.sujatasinghi.com to look at the upcoming workshops, to be able to be the part of the tribe, see the transformation, spiritual awakening, be it reaching to your inner self, your core, and understanding life to a new perspective. Make a choice to be a learner and make a choice to be with the like minded people who support, help, love, and guide you all along the journeys as we see the tribe members growing. Thank you all and wishing all a very, very happy 2021. We are in March and we say that, yes, the next financial year is about to start. As we heard from Vanishree, who was with so much of happiness, as we can see it glowing on her face. Yes, Vanishree, I promise you, we will look forward to 2021 with new learnings. And as you are already on the helipad now, it's time to soar. Wishing you all the very best and looking forward to hearing more from you. More miracles with sound, more miracles with spiritual awakening. Thank you all for watching this wonderful talk with Dr. Vanishree. And this is Dr. Sujata Singhi here, waving off now. Bye bye and have a good day.